Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Demoria if it's your first time here, and if not, welcome back. I said in my last video that when I come back we would work on a shadow box slash medicine cabinet for my bathroom. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let me go in the bathroom and show you what it looks like. We're in my bathroom, and what I want to do is make a medicine cabinet or a shadow box type thing where I can store some personal things inside. So I'm thinking about placing something here above the toilet or here. The supplies that I have are the canvas. This is going to be the front as well as the door of the cabinet. Wood pieces. This is going to be my box. Some anchors, hooks, hinges, magnets, L brackets. That'll kind of just add an extra layer of stability to it because I don't have a pocket drill. I don't have them cut at 45-degree angles. My joints are just flat, so I figured let's put some L brackets on there. A tape measure, of course. I do have a saw. I had these cut at the hardware store, but I do have this just in case I need it. And I have here the frame. So once I'm done with my canvas, I'm gonna put a little frame on it so it looks finished. I quickly realized that it was not a great idea for me to try to put the L bracket in while on the carpet in my bedroom. So I just relocated here to the kitchen. That way I could have an even hard surface and I won't have to worry about it, coming out wrong. I used way more muscle than it looked like I did. And I had to make sure I went all the way through the top piece into this side piece here. Hopefully that worked. If not, it won't be perfectly aligned, but we can at least hide it with the canvas. So here's my box. Finally. Good morning. This is the part that I've been looking forward to. I'm gonna show you the inspiration that I have. Of course, I looked on Pinterest and I found something. And it is this right here. I looked at different pieces of art that I liked on Pinterest, and I just went in my bathroom and just stood there with it, in different spaces. And I felt like this was, I don't know, it just worked. This, I feel like, is something that would go well in a kitchen because it has a pomegranate. I don't want pomegranate in my bathroom, but I do want this pop of red. So I've been sitting here trying to figure out what can I do in order to have this without it being pomegranate. All right, I've been working on this project for a few days now. I've already cut the pieces out for the frame. I took my trim that I bought from Home Depot and I cut this at 45-degree angles to get my corners. I also wanted to get some 90-degree clamps. And yeah, these are called corner clamps. So I'm gonna glue it together because I can't put staples in them because it will split my wood. Falling apart on this side. Okay. I didn't put any nails in my frame. I only used wood glue. Hopefully it'll work. So I'm gonna leave that to sit for a while and see about adding a shelf on the inside of my cabinet. This is the box that I have, and I have two different types of wood. This bigger piece, I think this is maybe a 1x3. Now what I was thinking I could do is just cut this down to 14.5 inches and then put one shelf in here. But I also have this thinner wood. This is 3 inches wide, but it's probably a 1/4 inch thick. And if I use this wood, then I can use two of them and make more than one shelf. So I think that's what I'll do, and then it'll be a lot easier to cut this. Remember, I'm using a hand saw. I don't have a miter saw or a circular saw, and it takes quite a bit of sawing to get through this. Another thing that I can use this wood for is to cover up my little holes on the side. I don't like the way it looks, the ones for my screw holes. I put wood filler in, sanded it down, and it's still really obvious. If I just cut it like that and then glue it down, maybe that'll be better. I'm not gonna do it today though, because I wanna go ahead and get this up and see what it looks like. I cut my little shelf that goes inside of my box. This wood is hard, so I'm not gonna do a second shelf because I wanna get this up, and I feel like this is good. Now I'm gonna take my drill and I'm going to create some holes here in the side. That way I can put my little shelf holders in here. And I need to make sure it's level. These little things fit so tight, so I have to beat them in with a hammer. You know, the people downstairs are just so irritated with me right now. These are the hinges I have. They're just a decorative hinge, and I'm gonna let my joint rest on the outside of the frame. That way it'll lay flat whenever it's closed. Kind of nervous about this part, but it's gotta be done. I'm gonna scoot this back a little bit. That way I know for sure it's resting completely on the outside of the box. So that's good to go. Can you see my phone in this? You can, but it's okay because this is what's happening over here. This is real life. Now I'm about to put my magnet on. So I have these magnets right here, and that's gonna sit here. That way whenever I open the door, well, not when I open the door, but when I close the door, it'll stay closed instead of swinging back open. Let's bring it down just a tad. All right, and now I gotta put it on this side too. Perfect. It's been some days, and I'm glad I didn't rush through this because it took a lot of troubleshooting and just thinking my way through. So I finally figured out how I'm gonna mount this on the wall, because when I opened the door, I needed to stay still. Because if I use picture hangers, it probably would pull away from the wall every time I open it and eventually fall. But I finally figured it out. What if I mounted it sort of like a shelf? And I went looking for shelf brackets. Then I found these little things, and they're just corner brackets. Kind of similar to what I used to build the shadow box. You see the difference? I already put them in. I've already marked my spot on the wall, and we're gonna put it up. You know what? These are not even. Okay. Oh my goodness. Look at this. It's not even. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this up. I already added my hinges to it, and surprisingly they worked out well, because at first I didn't think I lined it up correctly. is my painting. It wasn't looking like the inspiration that I saw. It took me a while to figure it out, but it was the greens that weren't working for me. I tried to add some depth to it, and I made some darker areas so it'll look more like shadows and made it blend a little better. Didn't really do much with the bird. The bird is not that good, but it'll work. We're finally finished. Although it is a bit crooked, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. See if I can get over it. If not, I'll adjust the screws and the brackets. I did my best. I did order some shower curtains, but I don't want to include that in this video. I'm gonna try to figure out the rest of the bathroom. Hope this inspired you. I hope you enjoyed it. And if so, let me know by hitting the like button, maybe subscribing to my channel. That'd be wonderful. And I will see you in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye. It's a bit of a wonky job, but it's not that bad. It's coming along.